Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Senior Night. We're going to turn things over to Bill Heasley and the announcements of all of our seniors.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Highlands Senior High School for tonight's game between the Trojans of Derry High School and your Golden Rams on Senior Night 2020. At this time, we'd like to begin by introducing the senior basketball players. And we'll begin first with Corey Myers, number 11. Corey is being escorted by his parents, Carrie and Kathy Myers, his sister, Caitlin, and his grandparents, Carol Myers, Bud Myers, and Syl. Corey this year has averaged 16.5 points per game. After graduation, Corey plans to go to college for 4 years. And his advice to next year's seniors, put the work in constantly and trust the process. Congratulations to Corey Myers, number 11. Next up, we have number 20, Johnny Christ. Johnny's being escorted by his parents, Terry and Jennifer Christ, and family. This year, Johnny has had a 13.7 points per game average and a 10.4 points rebounds for a double-double for the year. Also, Johnny has reached the milestone of scoring 1,000 points this year. After graduation, Johnny plans on attending Penn State University to play football. His advice to next year's seniors, don't be late to practice. Good advice. Congratulations to Johnny Christ and his family.
Speaking of family, that's a crew there. It's going to take a while to get this picture taken, but Johnny well-deserved, and they're all wearing Johnny Christ 1,000 points, number 20. Just did it against Knock this year.
Next up, we have Luke Cochran, number 23. Luke is being escorted by his parents, Dennis and Melody Cochran, and in their thoughts and hearts, his sisters, Taylor and Emily. Luke has averaged 18.2 points per game this year, and he also has reached the 1,000-point milestone. After graduation, Luke plans to attend a 4-year college, play basketball, and major in business. His advice to next year's seniors, don't let time make you, make the most of your time. Congratulations to Luke Cochran. Let's have another nice round of applause for the Senior Boys 2020.
Everybody, and welcome back to Senior Night here at Highlands. Mike Pavlik, Mike Choma. Thanks to Bill Heasley for all his help on the Senior Night earlier on. And Dean, always a emotional night. We have these 3 great players here and a great team, and a little more so than usual.
Yeah, Mike, I got to work with these kids since they were in 8th grade, and John Seabag, Joe Lucchino, we put these kids through it. They used to have 3-hour practice. We did an hour and a half of film study, hour and a half of practice. They weren't getting home till 5 o'clock. And I'll tell you what, they wanted to... Best broadcast on YouTube! I'm just talking about you guys.
I just wanted to say we're thankful for everything you guys done, and it's been a good ride. And
all right, thank you guys, fellas. Johnny, thank you. Corey, Luke, all right, boys.
We've been photobombed.
We had a walk-on. I feel like Bob Hope.
There we go.
Look it up.
I love them for that reason, Mike. They're great kids, and as I was saying, 3 hours hours a day in 8th grade, here's what I knew they were special. One, they worked hard. They wanted to get better. And two, just have the patience to want to get better, and then finally see it all come to fruition tonight. Kind of chokes me up a little bit.
There's something on the line here tonight. Highlands, if they win tonight, will win the section for the 3rd time in a row, which has never happened in the history of this school.
Yeah, Mike, as they say, everything we talked about before doesn't mean anything unless we win tonight, because we got to close the deal. There's a team up the road, the Knock Knights, we're tied with right now. We got to win tonight, or all that doesn't mean anything.
It's true. So tonight's the big one, and if the Rams win, it'll be history for them and maybe a #1 seed in the playoffs. So we'll talk about Derry. They've made the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row for the first time in school history. Dates all the way back to 1957.
Tom Esposito's done a great job with them, Mike, and they have something to play for tonight, too. If they upset us and York would beat Mount Pleasant, they'd be tied for 3rd place, and that helps them as far as seeding goes. And Ryan Bush, we talked about him. Watch this kid play tonight. He has no fear. He wears #1. Remember the game down there? 5'6". He put it right in Johnny's chest. I love that kind of kid, so we should have a good one here tonight.
It should be. All right. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to the guys for stopping over to say hi. That was unrehearsed. Thanks a lot. Tip-off's coming up. Highlands and Derry, and it's right after this. All right, we're going to...
Can I have your attention? At midcourt, Coach Tyler Stachinski is about to present a game ball to senior Johnny Christ, representing his 1,000th point in his career last Tuesday against Knock. Joining Johnny at midcourt will be his parents Jennifer and Terry. Congratulations to Johnny Christ.
All right, and there you go. There's Johnny. There's Johnny.
And there's his niece, Mike. She was grabbing at the ball while we were waiting during the national anthem. She wanted to get it, so she's a
tremendous.
natural.
Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you what a night this has been.
Fantastic.
And guess what? We even have basketball for you. We're going to have some basketball too, and we're going to have the starting lineups coming up. The Derry Trojans will go first.
All right, let's take a look at the Derry Trojans. As you mentioned, they are in the playoffs this year. They'll represent Section 1. They'll start #1, Ryan Bushy, a 5'6" junior. I told him I called him a pest, but in the best sort of way.
Best sort of way. I love that kid.
Josh Gullery wears #2, a 5'10" junior. Number 14, Tanner Nicey, 6'1" senior. And Ryan's brother, Aiden Bushy, wears #20. He's a 6-foot senior. And number 33, Sam Jones, 6'4" junior, the big guy in the middle for the Derry Trojans.
The starting lineups are brought to you by Dan's Timmons Painting in Natrona Heights. Since 1979, they got you covered, and somebody stole my pen. There it is.
There
okay,
you go. You must have that pen.
I was a little bit confused there for a second. Let's go to the Rams now.
We're going to start #1, Jimmy Quince, a 6'2" freshman, averaging 6.9 per game. Already on our senior night, number 11, Corey Myers, 6'1" senior, averaging 16.5. Number 15, Joaquin Roman, 6'4" junior, averaging 6.3 per game. And just receiving a 1,000-point ball, senior 6'6", number Johnny Christ, averaging 13.7 per game. And number 23, Luke Cochran, 6'2" senior, averaging 18.3 per game. Before we got photobomb, Mike, the one other point I wanted to mention about these kids when they were young is the fact that besides wanting to get better, they were our hardest workers. And when you're a hard worker, you're going to make things happen. And this group, 18-2, have made things happen.
Oh, I believe it. No doubt about it. Remember, to beautify and protect, call Dan Timmons Painting at 724-224-2851. Dan Timmons Painting, they got you covered. All right, we're set to go. Highlands is 18-2. They are 8-1 in section. A win tonight will wrap up their 3rd straight section. It has never been done in school history. And and that will be a feather in their cap for sure. There's been one other time, the first 4 years of the school were a senior class in 4 years won 3 sections. They won the first 2 years and then the 4th year, but nobody's ever done 3 in a row. All right, let's go. Here's Jimmy Kunst out top against Bushy, 1 against 1. Now Joaquim steps up together. Left side to Cochran.
One thing I like about this Derry team, Mike, they talk on defense. They forced
And
the
Bushy
turnover.
stole it. Out to Bushy, missed the shot. Rebound Myers. Saved it. Threw it off of Bushy out of bounds, and Highlands will get it. Aiden stole it. Ryan had the shot, but Derry unable to convert. Derry comes in 7-12. They are 4-5 in section.
And there you saw senior leadership there by Corey Myers. Just knocked the ball out of bounds, used his head there.
Here's Kunst. Now they go baseline to Roman. Kicked it back out to Myers. Ball fake. Drives in. Back to Kunst. His three's on the way. It's off the back rim. In and out. A rebound by Sam Jones. Trojans dressed in their traveling blue with the yellow trim and white. Here's Ullery out top, and now Nicely comes out to get it. Nicely had 14 the first time we played out at Derry.
Highlands starting straight man-to-man also, Mike, both teams.
Now Ullery. Jimmy on him, doggedly plays him some defense. No one scored yet. Here's Nicely. Played over a minute. Back to Ryan Bushy. Behind the back, it's stolen out top by the big fella. Now to Kreis. Kreis had to take it away, but he got it back. Drives all the way in, put it up, missed a shot. Rebound Myers, weak side, no good, and Jones has it.
Looked like Johnny almost blocked Corey's shot. I think we have a little senior adrenaline going, Mike.
Yeah, I think so. You wondered how that was going to manifest itself. Rams have won all 3 meetings between these two teams the last 2 years. And another missed shot and a rebound to Roman.
81-59 down there last time, Mike.
Myers baseline into Roman, up with the left hand and down, and the Rams lead it 2-0. Now against pressure backcourt. Bushy got it to Ullery.
Key for Golden Rams, Mike. When they score, they get to set their pressure up.
Nicely forecourt. Baseline to Jones. Out to Nicely. Now Aiden Bushy drives baseline, got it back out to Jones. Jones goes in there, Kreis swatted it away, knocked it out of bounds, and Derry will keep it at 5:43. The Rams leading 2-0, and Coach Esposito calls the play in front of us. Loop it down to Ullery.
Knock is hosting Freeport tonight. And
Freeport falling to last place.
Yeah, unbelievable, Mike. They had an off year.
Bushy high off the glass and down. That's Aiden Bushy's first 2, and we are tied at 2.
Other game in section tonight. We have
Cochran lets a 3 go. It's high off the glass, and look at Jimmy Kunst sneak in to get it. Back to Kreis, put it on the floor. Johnny in trouble, shot, score, foul.
There you go, Mike. Can't stop that.
Mark Emmerling.
Sam Jones gets his first.
Mark Emmerling with the call. Paris Bundridge and Greg Hedgelin are our 3 officials tonight.
And York is hosting Mount Pleasant in the other game, Mike. And again, section pretty much solidified.
Ball tipped out of bounds. Yeah, our 4 are in. The only other possibility is Central Valley could sneak in section 2, but they're going to need to win 2 games and then hope for help from up top of them. Or we're going to have a 12-team tournament, which will give 4 byes. And the Rams are probably not going to be playing for 2 weeks.
Their key game will be tonight, Mike. They're at Newcastle. They have to win that one. That ball's thrown away, second turnover. Elsewise, like you said, it's over. And we won't play till February 22nd.
22nd.
Yeah. If they go with the Wednesday, Saturday,
right,
which they have.
Our first playoff game will be the same day the Pirates play their first exhibition game. And the Pirates just loaded up the truck today and started driving. So that tells you how far away it is.
Florida or our first game?
In Florida. Yeah, well, both. Kunst baseline, drives in, kicked it over to Roman, but it's stolen by Webb, but nice job by Myers. Into Roman, back out top. Now this is Cochran driving in, back to Roman baseline. He's hammered. They call a walk.
They're going to call a
turnover Highlands. Tyson Webb in the lineup. He started the game out at Derry.
3 turnovers apiece.
Rams won that game 81-59. Had a big second half of that game. They only led by 2 at the break. We talked about 1957 with Derry. It was the year that they were established. This is Bushy steps back, Aiden Bushy, and trades a 3, and we're tied at 5.
He's got all 5 of them too, Mike.
Inside of Roman again. Good pass by Cochran. Rams back on top, 7-5. Derry was a steal by Myers on a tip at midcourt. Back to Cochran, baseline. Back to Roman again. Underneath the coast, he lays it in.
They were going to call that foul, Mike, and decided not to.
9-5. Anyway, Derry established in 1957. They won the section that year. Their first year of existence. It's the last time they've won a section.
First time, last time.
Bushy missed the 3, and Cochran has the rebound. Bullet pass to Myers, but he lost the handle.
That's the 5th turnover, Mike.
That one's, Corey was expecting a bounce there, and it skipped and kind of went low on him, and he wasn't able to get it. So Jimmy Kunst will sit down. Johnny Kreis will sit down, and the first 2 off the bench, as per usual, Antoine McDaniel and Carter Leary.
Tyson Webb checked in.
Here's Bushy forecourt as they break it quickly. Back out to Webb. Steps back. 3 ball. In and out. No good. Rebound. Myers did a nice job to get it away from the taller Sam Jones. Myers all the way down with the fake, and he got fouled. So with the Rams leading by 4, Corey Myers goes to the line and shoots a pair.
Greg Hedgen with that call, Mike. Also working tonight is Paris Bundridge. Veteran referee.
Greg, one of our viewers on YouTube, by the way. Highlands High Sports, you get to see that. Myers missed the first, he'll get another. Johnny's coming back in after a brief rest. Joaquim takes a rest.
And Paris wanted the information too, Mike. A lot of referees, like I said, like to go watch the games on TV because they get to basically scout themselves, see if they were in position.
One of the Derry parents came down and asked too. So, hello to everyone out there. Myers gets 1 out of 2. Rams shot 75% out of Mount Pleasant Friday night. They lead at 10-5. That's their biggest lead after a little bit of a slow start.
10-second count on, Mike.
Oh, boy, Bushy slipped, nearly got called for the walk, and now he is. Taking a timeout. Tom Esposito right on top of that one. Veteran coach.
All right, Mike, winter is supposedly here, and there's no better time than right now to stop by Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment. Got a text from my son. He thinks he has something in his tire, so we might be swapping cars tomorrow, so I can run his over to Highland Tire and get it checked. They do that for free, by the way, and if they have to plug it, they will, and they'll take care of that for you. Always free air anytime you want to, too. Find out back in 1961, Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventory of tires in Wilson and Pittsburgh area. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call in Trenton. 724-224-9222. In the Heights is 724-224-7900. Or Highland Integrity Alignment is 724-224-5900. Highland Tire now offering oil changes at both the Toronto Heights locations, and they will always check your tires for you.
It's what they do. Here's Webb. Cornered it nicely.
And by the way, that's what fathers do. They take their kids' cars to get them checked.
Bushy with a runner, missed a shot. Now it's loose, and there's Ryan Bushy again.
The good news, at least he has to go to work.
Price got a piece of that, but it's saved over in the corner by Jones, and now Ryan Bushy resets things. Less than 3 to go, and it deflected off a hand and right to Cochran. Behind the back here, he comes forecourt. Drives all the way down and got bumped. He didn't have numbers. And
the issue.
He did, and that drew the foul.
Sam Jones going to get his second.
That makes him sad, Sam Jones. He has 2 fouls already. And another big guy, Ryan Hood, comes in, sophomore.
So they've gone 7 deep. So
they ran 9 at us out there, and we've seen 7 of them already, as you said. Here's Cochran out top.
2-3 zone this time, Mike.
Myers, high post to Price, back out Cochran. His 3 is down. First 3 for Luke Cochran, and the Rams lead at 13-5.
All the seniors are on the board, Mike.
Now Hood, nice pass, down low to Nicely, and he laid it in. The first 2 for Nicely.
Nicely that time.
Nicely done. And a steal by Webb, backcourt.
A little sloppy, Mike.
And Christ got a hand on it and knocked it away. Oh, it hit Bushy last. Stosh was right there. Double deflection, but the refs didn't catch that. Greg Hedgeland is behind it, and it was Paris Bundage's call. So, in a funky place to key it in, here's Bushy in front of the Highlands bench. And he worked it out to Webb. Ryan Bushy looks for instructions from Coach Esposito. 13-7 Highlands, 2 minutes left first quarter. High posting it to Nicely. Now driving through is Aiden Bushy. Put it up, batted blocked. It's loose on the floor. And there's Leary to get it. Out to Kuntz. But again, they get back quickly. Over to McDaniel. Drives into the paint with a runner in and out. No good. Rebound. Kuntz. Skies through there. And turn it over. Well, they probably should have turned it over either because I thought Antoine walked before he went in there.
7 turnovers already, Mike.
A little sloppy.
Yeah, we come in averaging.
Basketball might have been one of the last things from these guys' minds here.
Yeah,
it's going to take a little while to work into it. I know it was one of the last things on ours.
Well, 4 years went by so fast, Mike, and so much has been accomplished in those 4 years. It all comes to fruition
and a lot goes on tonight. There's a lot happening, and there's a lot of
family here.
A lot of people to satisfy other than just playing the game, and they'll work it out. And there's Antoine, and that just
8 turnover, and Coach Stosh is not very happy down there.
Nor should he be.
Yeah.
Nor should he be.
And like I said, I think, like you said, there's other things on their mind. But
they'll shake it off. They have all year. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Here's Bushy, and this team is dogged. They will come at you. Their record's 7-12, but don't let that fool you. They played a pretty decent non-conference schedule, and again, first time in school history, they're in the playoffs 2 years in a row. Kuntz with a steal against Nicely. Drives all the way down, got fouled, made the basket. Score the goal.
Rarely do you see that in high school basketball where it's an and one.
We got the continuation. And the basket good according to Mark. And Jimmy Kunst will go to the line. Got that percentage up to 62%, and that's climbing, so that's an up arrow for Jimmy.
Nicely with that foul, Mike. That is their 5th. How did you have to commit a foul?
56 seconds left. Well, they're turning it over instead.
Exactly.
Doing it that way, I guess. In and out. I said nice things, and that's why. Price threw it off the board, and it's going to be out of. Johnny's look was priceless.
9th turnover already. Averaging 11.8 per game.
Well, that means they're only going to get 2 more.
We forced 14 a game. We forced 5 so far.
50 seconds left, but they have an 8-point lead. Here's Bushy. Worked it over to his brother in the corner. Aiden, the senior. Top to Nicely. Of course, they lost Justin Huss, one of their better players, out for the year earlier, even before we played the first time, so that took a hole out of their lineup.
Yeah, Mike broke his leg in the Freeport game. They beat Freeport twice this year.
Nicely off some. Everyone's beaten Freeport twice, except for Yawk. Yawk beat him once.
And that's over.
Or nearly over and back. Surprised it wasn't.
Definitely over and back.
Everybody's got a different interpretation.
But somebody has to touch the ball from Highlands, and nobody did. Here's Johnny and Jimmy the other day.
Bushy with a crossover, 7 seconds. Kicked it back out. Aiden Bushy off the glass, and it's good.
Wow, boy.
And that's the end of the first quarter with a score. Highlands 15 and Derry 10. Aiden Bushy draining a long 3 ball.
Coach Stosh is questioning that over and back, Mike.
As he should.
Yep.
Since opening their doors, the Boucher Agency has been helping local motors find auto insurance coverage that speaks to their personal priorities. Mel and John at the Boucher Agency want to make ensuring your new teen driver as stress-free as possible. Make sure to stop into the nationwide offices and see John and Mel and ask about the young driver discount. John and Mel, 724-224-4300, and they can help you choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. When you compare, nobody beats the Boucher's rates for young drivers. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side.
Tia Jones stepping in there like, Mike, look, I think they're short.
Oh, she's working.
Yeah. I had shorts on yesterday for the middle school game. It was such a nice day, and I told Coach Foster, I said, I got a little eligibility left. You can sneak me in if you want.
Seriously.
Hey, nice thing yesterday, Mike. One of our 7th grade managers, we suited him up for the game, a kid named Carter, and Leechburg was nice enough to let us sneak him in the game, played an extra 30 seconds, so Carter can score a basket. And Johnny Christ, for everything he has going on this week, took time to come over, made that kid's day by watching him score a basket. Then he let him throw some alley-oops to him, and Johnny was dunking him. He did it about 6 times. Johnny said, I'm getting a little tired here.
Wore him out.
Very nice of him to do that, though. Made that kid's day. And that's one thing, again, this group, I see a lot of pictures on Facebook of them taking pictures with the young kids. Because when they were young, they looked up to our players, and we call it Rams for Life for a reason, Mike. It continues on, and if I have time, Coach wrote a very nice letter to the kids I'd like to read if we have time about what they've meant to them. And they certainly have been role models for everybody in our program.
All right, Trojans have the basketball, and long three is put up by Hood that's missed, and McDaniel has the rebound as we start the second quarter. Highlands with a 5-point lead. Cochran spun it over to the corner to McDaniel. McDaniel goes in to Roman. Roman needs help. Now Antoine takes it. Antoine's three is launched and drained from the left corner. Antoine McDaniel, his first three. And the Rams stretch it back out to an 8-point lead.
21st three of the year.
He can shoot it. Here's Bushy against the double team.
By the way, Antoine just broke the 100-point mark this last game along with Carter Leary.
Hayden Bushy, shot is no good. A rebound, Kunsch just fought it out of there. That was Inspector Gadget for sure.
Those long arms of the law. There
Cochran from Brackenridge missed it. Rebound comes to McDaniel. Now Kunsch with a runner, yes.
Jimmy's got 6. Golden Rams up by 10, Mike. By the way, nice crowd on a Tuesday night here for senior night.
It is.
And AD Drew Carpet did a nice thing. Free admission for the student section tonight.
I think it should always be free for that, but that's me. That's me spending other people's money. There's a foul on Highlands. Speaking of a nice home crowd, you're talking about that. The Rams are 8-0 at home this year. They won all 8 games. This senior class is 30-4 here. So you talk about home court advantage. That's an .882 percentage. If they win tonight, that will be the best 4-year winning percentage in school history.
How about
that home?
Wow.
Beating the 09 team that played 8:57 ball here.
That was my son's year. Yep, they won 30 games here at home.
So they get Jimmy Kunst.
I think so, yeah. Yep, his first.
That's his first. Kunst has 1. That's number 2 on the Rams. Rams with a 10-point lead, and Derry with a basketball. We'll be talking about brackets coming up after the third quarter, by the way. Kind of give you what we're thinking.
I showed mine to a few people, but not you.
No, and I didn't show you mine either. Look at Bushy go in there, missed it. Rebound, Christ. And Christ is fouled.
A reach in Aiden.
Johnny had scored. Yeah, Johnny just has the 3 points on the 3-point play he had.
Yep, all 5 starters in the scoring column, Mike.
That's 2 on Aiden Bushy. And that's a problem for Tom Esposito in his second stint at Derry. He was the coach from 99 to 06 the first time, and in his second year in stint 2. They work it down low to Cochran. Swung it over to Myers. Here comes. In and out on a dipper. Rebound, Kunst. Stole it out of there, and Christ with the long arms able to handle it for the Rams. Back to Myers in the corner. Myers drives in with a left-hand scoop shot in and out. Tip no good.
Joaquin kept it alive.
Roman off the glass, and yes.
He kept that ball alive, and he put the second one in. All of a sudden, Highlands up by 12.
22-10. And now we're going to have an officials timeout. We have an issue.
Is he in for him?
Uh-oh.
Okay, you are allowed in since we brought a sub in.
Yeah, Johnny has some kind of blood issue.
Oh, okay, so they wanted to get him out, and Greg Hedgeland explained that Derry could then substitute because he took the time to make the sub. So there's Bushy now. Nearly a steal by Myers. He almost poked that free for the breakaway. The little moving screen action there. Bushy off the move. He cans it. Nice jumper by Aiden Bushy. He's in double figures with 10, and it's 22-12.
The senior.
Oh, nice move by Myers. Can't get it to go, but he chases it down. Out to Leary.
One more pass. There it is.
Back to Kunst. Got shut off by 2 men, though. Into Cochran. Boy, he got hammered. The tip, they're going to say no basket. Could be a foul on Roman, I think.
Let's see what we got. They're going to discuss it, Mike.
Yeah, it's a foul on Joaquin.
Did you see it, Mike?
Yep.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I was watching the ball that time.
So it's Derry's ball. That's the first on Joaquin. 3 team fouls for Highlands. Derry's committed 5. 5:11 left. Cochran played safety, intercepted it, lead it out to Myers, who got hammered, and he'll shoot 2 at 5:05. Another Highlands basketball season can mean only one thing, post-game at the Anchor Inn, Natrona Heights. Joe, Andy, and Dee continue that family tradition started by their parents way back in 1953. A great home-cooked meal without having to do the cooking. Can't find something you like on the Anchor's menu, then you just don't like to eat. Daily specials are available as well as the Blue Plate, and whatever you do, don't forget the popcorn. The kitchen's open to 11, so there's no better way to celebrate another Golden Rams victory on the hardwood, and it would be a big one tonight, than with friends and family at the Anchor. That's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard.
We do control our own destiny, Mike. Ranked number 1 in 4A. A win here tonight will walk up another second championship. Look at this, Mike. Carter Leary just threw it.
Uh-oh, we have a shoe malfunction.
He threw it off the floor, Mike. He's playing barefoot. Look at him.
This is tremendous. Coach, he's got one shoe, go buy him. A Zion Williamson situation. Yeah. Well, the good thing was the shoe didn't break, it just came off.
It didn't explode.
Bushy high off there, missed it. Rebound, Cochran. We're just going to continue. One shoe, Leary.
Wouldn't that be great if he got one out of it? Ooh.
1 foot Louis. Cochran's fouled.
And now he's going to get his shit.
There he goes.
Yeah, nice sportsmanship by the Derry coach to help out. I would have hit it, Mike.
I'd have thrown it up in the crowd. That could have gotten you a technical, but that happens in hockey.
Nicely gets his second.
24-12. Cochran makes the first.
He has 4.
That would be the one thing that I would hope that before we get into playoff time, that we could clean up a little bit. The only, not even criticism, just observation I would have would be if they could clean up the foul shooting. If they can do that, they're going to be very difficult to beat. And that's happened the last 2 games. Cochran made them both.
So many different ways to beat a team, Mike.
6 for 8 tonight, and they also went 75% Friday. So 26-12. Bushy now. Got it into Aiden. Corner to Tyson Webb. Webb walks, turns it over at 4:21.
You look up, Mike, 9 turnovers apiece.
And you look up and they're leading by 14. But you know why? Because Derry has 12 points.
And that's how.
And it goes back to the Highlands is the number 1 defensive team. Here's Johnny on the oop.
On senior night.
Johnny, you interrupted me.
We didn't even see it coming, Mike.
Highlands is the number 1 defensive team in 4A. Derry is the worst defensive team in 4A. 28-12. Nicely around Christ, laid it up and scores.
Nicely has 4.
Again to Myers with a reverse. Beautiful feed by Leary.
That was actually Cochran.
Was that Cochran? I'm sorry.
And he's really become a floor leader these last few games, too. They're going to be a tough out, Mike. Just,
they keep playing
hard.
Oh, beautiful pass underneath. And Sam Jones with the finish. That's his first 2 of the night for the 6'4 senior, and it's 30-16. Now Leary's going to step back and put a 3 right off the front rim. McDaniel worked it back over. Cochran's 3 is high. Tapped out by McDaniel, but it's saved by Bushy. Got into trouble, and a foul is going to be on Highlands. It's on Leary.
Only Highlands' 5th foul, so.
Right, the Rams are in the bonus. They'll shoot 1-on-1 the rest of the first half. 3:22 in it, and Highlands leads at 30-16. 5 count is on, but they do get it backcourt to Webb. That's where Johnny and Jimmy got in trouble last Tuesday. Right in that same spot. Now nicely out top. Oh, tip ball there as McDaniel got a piece of that, but Bushy took it out of the corner. Bushy stops, pops, 15, back rim no good. Rebound, great position by Kuntz, and nicely fouled him over the back.
Yeah, that's his 3rd too, Mike. So.
We'll shoot the 1-on-1 at the other end.
They're in foul trouble here.
So Jimmy Kunst. Going to get to meet all the relatives from Canada.
They loved it, by the way. They loved
Jimmy have dual citizenship, does this mean?
Yes, a boot, and found out the mom, Kathy, was quite the water
went to
polo
the University of Toronto, yeah?
How about that, yep.
Or as they say in Canada, Toronto. I didn't know that Jimmy's family was from the Midwest.
There you go, Paz. We'll bought about that.
How about that? Yeah, Michael Wilbon on PTI says Toronto's in the Midwest. So
Yeah, we'll have to ask the.
I did well in geography in school. It's one of the subjects I liked. So
They don't even teach anymore, Mike. Jimmy makes the first. He's our leading scorer with 7, Mike.
that's good.
Yep, and I told you, coming to the playoffs, they're going to lean on the seniors. Jimmy's going to have to come through, and I know he can't. He has the ability. We know, he knows. Hopefully, our opponents don't know. How's that sound?
I like it. Rams have doubled them up, 32-16, 2:55 left first half. Now they trap Bushy backcourt.
He is tough to look at.
He is. Outside, and Aiden Bushy drains a 3. They both are. He's got 13. Scored 16 against the Rams out at Derry earlier.
He's the leading scorer.
32-19. Now Christ, foul line. Back out to Myers. His 3 from the elbow is in and out. Boy, had a good look. Rebound, Cohen stopping in.
Jimmy now with 10. And he's giving everybody on the opposing team something to think about. Mike, our last 2 games, you have to turn into the WPL, the meeting. And that game up at Erie will be an exhibition, but that'll be the team's last look to see Highlands.
Bushy lost it, dribbled it off his leg. Good defense by Joaquim Roman. Turnover Derry at 2:03. Luke Cochran back into the lineup. Highlands with a 15-point lead in the basketball.
With huddle, that rule is kind of archaic, the fact that you have to bring 2 CDs with you. It used to be tapes. Remember Tom Myers bringing up the tapes from the
He'd have a pile full.
And pile full of chicken wings go with it.
Would be at Gunny's.
Yeah, meet him afterward. He gave us the whole breakdown. We used to do a show, remember?
Yes, sir. There's a 3 by Myers. He missed it, but he got his own rebound. Followed it nicely. Goes in with a runner, and it settles out. Myers tipped it. They're going to call Corey on a foul.
Do you remember, Mike, back in the old days of print media, we would go to the meeting, get the information, jump in my car, drive home at 100 miles an hour, home being...
Call it back on a car phone, which it was. They would fix the brackets by the time we got there, and then we put the show on at 9 o'clock.
And nobody knew.
Here's Bushy now. Worked it out left side to Hood. Now inside, Christ with a block. Rams by 15. Here's Cochran for. Oh my goodness.
And he got back up. Bushy, the tough character.
He's shaking out the cobwebs though. Myers just did a 3. Bushy ran right into Joaquim Roman and like we hit a brick wall.
And I always say, blame your teammate when that happens.
Didn't call it.
They didn't call a pickup.
37-19. 18-point Highlands lead. Here's Bushy, less than a minute to go. Steps back, 3 ball, in and out. Boy, had a good look. Coons, Myers, Roman, beautiful. Missed it though. Christ will finish.
Johnny gets a rebound out of it, Mike.
Well, they moved it. The only thing missing there was Sweet Georgia Brown. Timeout, Tom Esposito at 42 seconds. Highlands now leads it by 20.
And music to my ears, Mike, the ball never touched the floor. Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph. Joseph helped these kids in 8th grade, and he was the big man. He taught Johnny a lot of his big man moves. Welcome to Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the AK Valley for decades, Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Again, the market's been a little scary lately. Talk to Joe and Joe. They always know. Sit down, schedule an appointment. They are independent agents. They have your best interests at heart. And as we always say, Joe and Joe always know. Located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection. Call them today at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance and Financial put you on the road to financial stability today.
42 seconds left of the first half. Highlands 39, Derry 19.
Mike, they put out a little senior program, and they give you the nicknames of the seniors. I did not know these nicknames. Did you see them?
I got a quick glimpse of it. I'm running around a little bit.
K-Money, who would that be?
Nick Tittori hits a 3 from out top. That's got to be Corey then.
Corey Myers.
39-22, 25 seconds to go.
Ringer has the ball, just gave it up.
Oh, Cochran just threw it away, and here's Nicely back.
And there's Slinky on defense.
They can hold for 1 here. That's Johnny then, huh? Jumper is down by Hood, and it's 39-24. Cochran, 9 seconds. Myers, corner at 8. Lets it go. In and out. Rebound. Christ has it. Christ goes up. Try again and scores at the buzzer.
He knew what he was doing there, Mike. He threw that one up there just to clear the defender and make the shot.
41-24. Well, the Wireless Zone is the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphones, tablets, connected devices, and all the latest accessories. Verizon's 5G, if you saw it, you had to see the commercials on the Super Bowl, so you know what that is. Superior video streaming, and Wireless Zone has a number of 5G-ready phones to support this advanced technology. They have 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Your Wireless Zone headquarters are in Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza or Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to JCPenney and across from Victoria's Secret. Or find the Wireless Zone store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com. Halftime, Highlands 41, Derry 24. We'll have more right after this. All right, we're back at halftime. Highlands leads at 41-24. Dean, you want to do stats?
Yeah, Mike. Jimmy Kuntz has 10 points, lead all the Gold Rams, the freshmen. Seniors Luke Cochran has 5. Johnny Christ has 9. Corey Myers has 8. Antoine McDaniels checks in with 3. Joaquin Roman 6. For the Derry Trojans, their big guy is Aiden Bushy. He has 13 points. Everybody else has 2. Highlands leads 41-24, 26-14 second quarter, Mike.
Good one. B&J Sports celebrating their 6th decade, outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley. When it comes to all of your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, plaques, any kind of sports equipment. You just can't beat the service at B&J Sports. I understand if the Rams win tonight, T-shirts are in the works. B&J Sports located at 1605 Freeport Road. I wonder if they'll say three-peat on it. 9 to 5:30 weekdays. Saturdays 9 till noon. So stop in today or give Glenn a call. 724-226-2762. 6 decades says it all. B&J Sports. Speaking of B&J Sports, we have some sad news.
Yeah, Mike, unfortunately, Barry Powell, longtime employee over at B&J Sports and great coach, Mike. Barry Powell, 72, passed away. One of my golf partners.
Friends of ours from the Alps in Trentham.
He was a left-hander. It was me and him used to team up against Rich Falter and any other right-hander they could find. And Barry was a great guy. Like I said, he coached girls for years out in Ohio. Had won some championships out there and enjoyed working at B&J Sports. And Mike was big at Meals on Wheels, too. So Barry's going to be missed. Great member.
I believe the last time I saw Barry was here at the Cager last year. So we'll miss him. He was a good guy.
I used to go hit golf balls down at the Bushman Stadium. And I'd go maybe from 10 in the morning till noon. Barry would check in at noon. It's like, it's your shift.
So as we've said to many, unfortunately, we've done this too many times this year. But Barry, it's your job now to help root us on up there.
We're going to miss you, Bear.
All right, so the Rams get the basketball to start the second half. 16 minutes away from the first three-peat in school history. Now Cochran. Over to Kunst, corner to Cochran again, long three, in and out, rebound Roman, got a hand on it. He got more than a hand on it. Look at a big fella, but they finally took it away. And Bushy.
Mike, 9 turnovers in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter, and now 1 here in the third.
If the Rams do win this section, it would be the 12th section championship in school history. Ryan Bushy now. Steps back, it's 3. It's a dipper. Goodness. Went halfway down. Rebounded to Torrey. Now Bushy, again, around Roman, can't get it to go. And Joaquin has it. He is.
Johnny brings the ball up against them.
Ooh, nearly walked. Cochran's going to take it and drain it.
That was the old double dip, Mike. He pump faked it. Everybody backed off. He said, well, if you're going to do that, I'll do this.
44-24.
That's recognizing what defense is giving you, Mike.
Here's Nicely. Oh, nice dump down to Aiden Bushy for the lay-in.
That was a 2-3 zone.
Highlands wants a timeout. Stosh doesn't like what he saw to start the half. It's 44-26.
We might not see that 2-3 zone after that, Mike. That was too easy. Been putting off that much needed work around the house? Why not let the pros of Beanie Home Renovations help your tip off the basketball season with a new kitchen, bathroom, game room, or addition to make your home a winner. Over 100 years of combined experience on our Brian and his team of professionals at B&E Home Renovations guarantee that job is complete on time, exactly the way you want it, and in plenty of time for that championship celebration, which would be February 29th, by the way, if anybody wants to check in at the
Oddly enough.
Yes. Again, that doesn't happen very often either. That's a leap year. Customer service, their top priority. Give Brian a call today at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or visit their Facebook page, B&E Home Renovations, where the B is always busy. Looping past to Cochran.
I fired it over to the corner, and here's Myers for three. It's down. Nothing but nylon. Corey Myers, his second. He's the first ram into double figures, and they lead at 47-26. Steal right in front of us. Myers drives, lays, and scores.
Turnover creates a basket. Myers now with 13.
49-26.
Highlands up by 23. Mike, we're on a 10-game win streak since last week. Our middle school's won 4 in a row, and the varsity's won 4 in a row, +2.
Now Cochran kicked it back out to Myers, around a man. Oh, nice pass to Price.
There he lays it in.
Puts it in softly. He's got 11. He's into double figures. Jimmy Kunst has double figures too. I'm sorry.
7th, 8th, JVs, and varsity. They're stringing them together. When you do that, you got a program.
51-26, and we have a foul underneath as Bushy goes in. Let's listen to Greg.
Court.
Myers. That's 2 on him. First on Highlands, second half. They lead it now 51-26. And of course, the varsity overall has won 8 in a row. Looking for win number 19 tonight. Would only be the 10th time, 12th time in school history to win 20.
2 for 2 for Bushy.
Bushy hits them both. 51-28. Oh, Cochran to Johnny with the flush.
No doubt about that one, Mike.
Steal by Kunst. Drives, lays,
He
puts it
almost
in.
tried. He'll get there next year, trust me.
I have one for it. You're all going to have to wait.
One more year. He's doing it with a volleyball. I know that.
There's a jumper by nicely, and it's down. I was tipped off he could dunk, so I have it ready.
What a feed prior to that by Cochran, though, to Christ. And Mike, I had my crack research staff.
Oh, look at those passes.
Passes, beautiful.
Kick it back out to Cochran. You're saying your research staff is on crack?
No, they
your
did a
crack
lot of work
research
overnight.
Staff. I got it now, okay.
To find out some numbers about the 3 musketeers out there, K-Money, Slinky, and Ringer, as they're called.
For fun, it's a wonderful toy. Here's Christ. All the way down. Kicked it to the corner. 3 ball on the way off the front rim with a grazer by Myers. And a rebound to Sam Jones. Nearly a steal again, but Bushy's able to fight through it. Highlands by 25. Aiden Bushy.
Johnny was going to block that one from behind.
He set that and out of bounds it goes.
Johnny and Luke have been playing on a travel team since 2nd grade, Mike. Can you believe that?
That is a long time ago.
Denny Cochran entered into a tournament in Ohio, so they arrived there, a bunch of 2nd graders, to find out it's a 4th grade tournament. But they played.
And they won.
No, they lost every game.
Okay.
Cried all the way home. And he said that was a big lesson for them to learn. They went back in 3rd grade. They went 50-50.
Oh, what a move by Cochran, but for some reason the ball didn't go in the basket. Everything else was right. Rebound Derry.
And when they went back in 4th grade, they won them all. So it just shows you perseverance. I read a little article about Kobe, Mike, in the Sunny Hill League in 10th grade. It's a big league in Philly.
Yeah.
His dad played in. Didn't score a point. Didn't call that one either.
Bushy's 3 is no good. Rebound to Cochran. Less than 4 to go, 2nd quarter.
He cried every trip on the way home in 10th grade. Oh, Johnny wants to take that 3. Mike.
He did. He really did. Corner to Cochran. His 3 is a dipper. Rebound Jones.
Anyways, he went back. He worked hard like our guys did, Mike. Came back to 11th grade, the best player in the state of Pennsylvania. One summer. 1 year, actually. Uh-oh, nice pass inside. They're touch pass.
They're beautiful. Back out to Aiden Bushy. Bushy goes into the paint. Stops. Pops from 12 off the glass.
Johnny
no good.
changed that shot.
Rebound. Bushy tries again. Scores this time off the glass. And he's got 17. 55-32.
He leads all scorers.
McDaniel back out to Christ. Here it comes off the front rim.
Oh, he's trying.
Sam Jones pulls it down. 3 minutes left of the third quarter. Do we have confetti and everything? Do a confetti drop for the three-peat?
See if they get this one, huh?
Carter Leary picks it up.
Mike, Corey joined the group in 5th grade. He was over in the Catholic system, and he came over, and they've been dominating ever since. They've played every Tuesday and Thursday in a in-house league. Then check this out. You talk about putting a time in, Mike. Double headers every Saturday. Kisk in the morning, Riverview in the afternoon.
Oh, knifed out of there by Leary as he stole it. Cochran waits for help, now drives all the way in, puts it up and scores.
And it's all paying off here tonight, Mike. 10 now for Cochran, so all 3 seniors are in double figures, Mike.
Plus Jimmy.
What a way to go out.
57-32. Out of the corner, that's Eulery for 3 off the rim. Rebound, look at McDaniel get up there. Now Cochran forecourt. Into Roman.
Nice pass.
The big fella. Able to recontrol it, got it back to Cochran. His three's on the way, it's down.
500 shots a day, Mike. That's where that's coming from.
60-32.
Still 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, Mike.
Here's Eulery for 3. He missed it, and Kunst on the weak side has it for Highlands.
And you asked thought she's happiest with the 32, Mike.
McDaniel puts it on the floor. Got to the basket, missed the shot. Rebound Roman up, and no good. It's tipped out, and Cochran's going to retrieve it between circles. McDaniel out of the corner. Here's his 3. It's off the rim. And nicely almost had it stolen by Kunz as the gadget hands got in there. But it'll be Derry basketball at 147.
Mike, we figure between travel leagues, AAU, school games, they've averaged probably together 1,000 games. Can you believe that? It's all paying off. Number 1 ranking, 18-2.
Now you're going to have a planned word with these guys after the game?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay, so we'll see if we can get that in. So stay tuned. We'll let you know.
The deal was if they won convincingly, they can have a TV tie, according to Coach Stosh. And Mike, boys, he had a big part of this too. We'll talk about that with the kids.
Yeah. Cochran's 3 is a dipper. Rebound Roman are going to get him.
Yep.
As he got a little bit of body into his man in front of him. That'll be
just a little bit.
That's a big body to get into somebody.
A little bit there.
When he's leaning on you, he's really leaning on you. 60-32 Highlands. Yeah, Stosh has won, now he's up to 113 games. You got to remember, that first year, 1-21, and lost what, the first 19?
Yep, but
I believe
they played hard, Mike.
His first year is the only night they've lost on senior night since he's been here. They won every other senior night.
Isn't that something?
Nicely goes in, blocked by Roman. Christ saved it. What's the call?
Travel.
He knew it too.
Yeah.
He looked at Stosh and he goes, I traveled.
14 turnovers, uncharacteristic. We are averaging 12.
Joaquin flashed that famous Joaquin smile, and he goes, I traveled. Before the
Look
ref.
at that, Mike. Different pages together.
And now Highlands will get it. Same place.
The Bushy brothers didn't know what one was doing.
1 minute left of the third quarter. Now Kunst. Loop it over to Myers. Puts it on the floor. Kicked it back to Jimmy. Now to Antoine right side. Baseline to Joaquin. Kicked it back out to Kunst. Lets the 3 go and drains it.
How about Jimmy, Mike? 15, he's getting near a career high.
That ties it, I think. 63-32. Get the handy-dandy sheet out here. That does. He had it against Penn Hills back on December the 15th. So Jimmy needs 1 more point for a new career high. Here's Webb. Aiden Bushy left side. 20 seconds left of the quarter. Derry with the ball and the arrow, but Highlands leads by 31.
Remember, 40's the Mercer rule. We've seen that a few times this year.
Now Bushy drives into the paint. Shut off by Johnny. Put the shoulder into him. Back out to Webb. 3-ball missed. Rebound tipped. And Webb had it, lost it, and Joaquin is able to corral it to end the third quarter with the score. Highlands 63. and the Derry Trojans 32. Are you or someone you know in need of physical or occupational therapy? Why not consider the caring therapist at Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Services in Natrona Heights. Phoenix specializes in one-on-one personalized care coupled with the latest techniques and equipment in physical therapy services. They deal with any kind of injury, specializing in orthopedic conditions, including sports and workers' comp injuries. Phoenix will help you with your goal of returning to the activities you love the most. Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Service, located behind Heights Plaza, right near Blessed Sacrament Church. They're right behind Eaton Park. If evening and Saturday hours through your busy schedule, you call them today, 724-224-5090, or visit them at phoenixrehab.com. We're going to do something a little different tonight. A&B Pizza, 724-224-5311. Order your A&B Pizza now. They offer a 10% discount for military, police, and EMT. A&B Pizza, 2418 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Call them right now, 724-224-5311. And tonight they're going to sponsor our bracket predictions.
4A brackets, how we think they're going to go down. Mike, I'll let you start us.
All right, we're going to go with this. Now, our first 4 seeds, which would all get a bye, the way things looking they're going right now. I have Highlands 1, Knock 2, Uniontown 3, and Quaker Valley 4. There's a 3 out of the corner that's missed, and Roman has the rebound.
I am going to disagree on number 4. Who'd you have?
Quaker Valley.
I got Newcastle.
I can see that. Oh, beautiful move by Antoine McDaniel as he takes it coast to coast.
Antoine now with 5.
D5-32. Well, I have Newcastle at the 5, would be right under. So we'll get to the first brackets next and explain those to you. Bushy, there's a kickball by his brother, went right back to Jones. Into the paint, and nicely is foul. So Highlands at the 1 would play the 8-9. I have Blackhawk 8, Ringgold 9.
I got Ambridge 8, Ringgold 9.
Okay. Quaker Valley the 4 would play Newcastle 5, Elizabeth Forward 12.
I got Bell Vernon and Derry.
Okay.
So we'll see who's right. We'll check. Those brackets are going to come out next Monday, right, Mike?
Yes, sir. Nicely hits the first. He'll get another. Knock the 2. I have them playing 7 Ambridge or 10 Mount Pleasant.
I got 7 Blackhawk, 10 Mount Pleasant.
And Uniontown the 3. I have them playing 6 Bell Vernon or 11 the Derry Trojans.
And I got 6 Quaker Valley, 11 Elizabeth Forward. We're going to be close no matter what. Look
Johnny on a rebound.
over top.
Johnny on his spot. He stole 2 points from Joaquin at 67-34.
He actually went over him, Mike.
He did.
Over his back, but they don't call that. So we're close, Mike, for the first part. Yep. And based on, we do agree on one thing. We'll get a bye in the first round.
Yeah, we believe the first games will be Wednesday, a week from this coming Wednesday.
And they go out Saturday the 22nd week.
They take the first weekend, which would be next weekend, and play a lot of pigtail games, as they like to call them. There's nicely to the basket into double figures with 10, and it's 67-36. 6.5 to go.
If you're not doing anything next Saturday, Mike, the 15th, we're having an all-day tournament up here to benefit the basketball boosters. Kick our 7th and 8th grade. We're going to have us, Armstrong, Burrell, and Shaler. Shaler's a very good team. Riverview's coming, Greensburg Central Catholic, so it's going to be a nice tournament. Starts at 9 in the morning, goes all the way to championship at 5 p.m., and we will crown a champion in both 7th and 8th grade.
Concessions, of course.
Yep, all day.
Bring the kids.
Good food. They always go
babysitting service. Myers 3 ball, short. Jones a rebound.
If you come for one thing, come for the Timmons Rigatoni, Mike.
There you go. Bushy around Cochran all the way in. Puts the body into Christ, but he altered his shot. Lead it up ahead. Oh, what an athletic play by Myers to get it. Threw it back in, and Leary couldn't reach it. Nicely. Or Bushy, I'm sorry. Back out to Ryan. Bushy's 3 is missed. Rebound Christ. Lead it to McDaniel, and McDaniel has it stripped by Bushy and knocked out of bounds.
Yep, Liz Timmons does a great job with the Rigatoni. And by come and see our 8th grade team. You saw them. What do you think?
They're tremendous.
Led by our cameraman up there.
Yep, Braden Timmons. Here's McDaniel. By the way, we both talked where we had Derry and where we had Derry on the list, I talked to Justin Huss at halftime, their injured player, and he says maybe one more week for the crutches.
Oh, good.
And he'd be able to throw those away, but he's pretty much done. And he's a senior too, so it kind of stinks he's going to miss the playoffs, but he was able to play in them last year.
Is he committed to college yet for football? Did you not stand?
No, I did not. Now,
Paris is telling everybody to calm down.
I like Paris Punch. Look at him laughing.
Just trying to help.
Yeah, exactly.
Not with the bow tie, the professor there.
Yes. Out to Myers, 3 ball, no. Rebound to Sam Jones. Oh,
Johnny just took it away.
Stolen back, and now Cochran, he's going to let a 3 go. It's off the rim, and Leary's going to chase it down. Cochran again is going to drive it in this time. Hook it over to the corner. Let's try Jimmy. Yes.
Career high for Jimmy tonight with 18. And I'll have to report that to Rich Fulton.
Yes. 70-36.
Right on our number, Mike.
5 minutes to go. Yeah, they've had 70. It's funny that they've been scoring it like exactly 70 every game here recently. I think they're going to get to 80 tonight.
First game of the year, 81-59 against Derry down there, Mike, so we're on pace for that.
Scored 86 against Jock here in this building. That's a high for the year. Jones had a roll off. And here's Kunst around Bushy. Forecourt. Myers drives, lays, scores.
Corey now with 15. Johnny with 15. Luke with 13.
72-36. They've doubled them up again. Here's Webb. Bushy had it, lost it, tipped away. Myers drives and puts it down.
There's all 3 of them, Mike. That'll be a nice picture. Johnny and Luke falling up. Myers now with 17.
74-36. Aiden Bushy's 3's off the back rim, and Kreis has it.
And hopefully, Mike, they're going to get a curtain call, which would be
And
well
Kreis
deserved.
is fouled. He'll shoot 2 at 3:52. Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza, Natrona Heights is your home of the judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness provides a unique setting where everyone, and we mean everyone, is free to work out in a non-intimidating environment for as little as $10 a month. They're open and staffed 24/7. Work out on your own schedule. Friendly staff to help you meet your fitness goals. And unlimited fitness and training in small classes with certified trainers. Remember, memberships are available for as low as $10 a month. So stop by and say hi to Tara at Planet Fitness in the Heights Plaza today.
And this team, Mike, has been the talk of the gym up there. Everybody wants to know how the Golden Rams are doing, and glad to report number 1. Also, Mike, state ratings, I think we're 3rd in the state.
Okay, that's also a number.
And they base that on your strength of schedule. And nobody's even close to us when it comes to that.
No, there isn't any doubt about that.
Tipped by Cochran.
Loose ball right in front of us. Joaquim's entertaining the table now. He's getting ready to check in. They call Cochran on a foul from behind.
That's his first. Johnny going to come out, Mike, and might be a curtain call for him. And he is being hugged by Stosh and Dodd over there. And
he's going to do it one at a time, isn't he?
Yep,
Stosh knows what he's doing about this thing, yeah. Justin Hutch going to W&J, Dean.
Good, great school.
Play football there. So
we have a lot of,
they've had such a great run with their football team here the last 5 or so years. And
a lot of Golden Rams went that way, stolen by Jimmy.
Out ahead to Myers. Drives, lays, scores.
19 on senior night for Corey.
76-36. Mercy rule in effect. Good thing we got those ads in. It's been a fast one anyway. It's only 8:30.
Plenty of time for the anchor in.
Here's Hudson. Work it down low, and a shot by Hood is missed. And McDaniel has it at the 3-minute mark.
First, though, it's senior night pizza, Mike.
Myers, corner. Cochran, 3. In and out. Rebound to Tyson Webb. Rams 2:48 away. The 3 is missed by Dettori, and the Rams back. Kunst. Cochran. Missed it. Rebound to Jimmy. McDaniel out of the corner. His 3's on the way. It's off the back rim. Roman has it. Fought it away. And Cochran's able to control it at 2:25. And Cochran's foul.
Mike, that's on their second team foul.
Second against them, second out. I think Luke can make a couple foul shots, and he might get his now. 2:16 remaining and running. Trent Belak.
There they go, Mike.
And Carter Leary come in, and there they go.
Luke Cochran, Corey Myers, one last time.
Thanks, Cor. We don't applaud much, but we break the rules for this
They
one.
do for the observer, Mike.
Not supposed to root at the scorer's table. Sorry.
You're never going to see three like that, Mike.
And I hope you're wrong.
Yes, I say that I'm going to hopefully bite my tongue.
And I hope you're wrong.
We're building programs. These three guys have helped us build that program.
Look at Joaquin get in there. Missed it. Kunst the rebound. Scores. Jimmy Kunst with 20. 22? Is that what you have?
I got 20.
I have 20 also. That's what I'm going with. 78-36. 1:30 left. Darius Hudspeth, number 3 in there for the Trojans, as Tom Esposito's clearing his bench. Belak the rebound. Out to Kunst. 1:20 left. McDaniel to the left hand, puts it in.
Is he smooth or what, Mike?
He is.
And there goes Joaquin Roman, Antoine McDaniels coming on. Luke Kioski getting checked in, along with
Zach Baylog.
Chandler Timmons. There's your 5. They're going to leave Jimmy out there.
Orlando's getting ready to come in. 50 seconds. The Rams wanted a foul so they can get their subs in. Jimmy foul on the bench is yelling so we can get Lando in the ball game.
Jimmy going to get his curtain call too. Mike, and a career night for him with 20. And again, stand by. We're going to get to interview the 3 seniors afterwards, and what a night it's been for them.
Hudspeth in front of us.
Corey Myers 19, Johnny Kreis 15, Luke Cochran 13. What a night. All in double figures.
Here's the Torrey baseline. Kicked it out to Hudspeth left side. 9 seconds. Drives in, put it up, around, and good. Darius Hudspeth with his first 2. It took 52 years, but the Rams family had their three-peat.
Very proud of this group, Mike. And again, this is step 1 in the process. Step 2, part 2 will be the playoffs. We'll be there for that February 22nd. Time and date and opponent to be determined. Hang on, we're going to have a special interview.
We will do that. We'll be back with it right after this.
All right, Mike, the end of a great night out of the 3 Musketeers. Here are 3 seniors. And again, what a year it's been, what a career it's been. Let's start with Johnny. Johnny, 1,000 points against Knock. What did that mean coming against Knock?
It meant a big part of our journey, kind of. Just to have a great rivalry game like that and come out and have a big game meant a lot.
And again, Corey's been here too. For Corey, you come out, you started the year fast. You were the MVP at the tip-off tournament. What did that mean for you coming into this year?
Just help us get going, help everyone get going. Just big time.
And Luke, our other senior over here, you guys, we kind of probably played 1,000 games together. Tell me about what's going to mean to not have these 2 guys with you.
It's going to be different, but I know they'll always have my back, but we're all going to do our own thing in our own ways, and can't wait to see where all of us go.
I like the way you photobombed us before the game. I said I got the privilege of helping coach you guys in 8th grade. We had 3 hour sessions, if you remember, undefeated in 8th grade. We did the film study. We did the practice on our own afterwards.
That's what started us off.
Luke, let me ask you a question. Did you think back then we would be where we are today?
Absolutely. Nobody works harder than us, and I can say that with full confidence.
And I did say that. Not only did you guys want to work, but you wanted to get better, and you put the time into it. And believe me, you showed a lot of maturity, and the fact that you did want to get better, that's a coach's dream. These guys, 3 guys, worked harder than anybody I ever had. And again, like I said, I warned you, though. When you got up to here, there was a big guy named Coach Stachinsky. Did he disappoint when I told you how hard he was going to be on you guys?
Definitely not. He worked us hard, and all the hard work paid off.
It certainly did. And finally, Cor, we've had great fan support this year. There's a bunch of guys here who want you to autograph some balls afterwards. What's it been like, that Knock game? Was it crazy or not?
You'll never see a game like that ever again. Bottom line.
Yeah,
You'll never see a game like that. That's crazy. The fan support we have at Highlands is crazy. All 3 of us, we like to thank everyone, all the fans and everyone watching.
Well, I had Luke here earlier in the year, and I'm going to say what I said to him in front of you two guys. I believe the best is yet to come.
Yes, sir.
Mike, it's been a great ride, and it's not over yet. We're going to go to the playoffs, and like I said, these three guys have carried us so far. I'm so very proud of them. Go talk to your fans, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
That's going to wrap it up. Thanks, guys.